Hi everyone. Already in the previous session, all of you see the gaseous state, introduction of gases, and the properties of the gases, physical properties of the gases, and the measurable properties of the gases. Okay. Now, in this session, I will explain the gas laws. Gas laws, the laws explains the relation between the measurable properties of gases. That means the laws explains the relationship between pressure, temperature, volume and quantity of the gas. There four laws explains the properties of the gases. What are the four laws? The first one is a Boyle's law, Charles' law. Third one, Gay-Lussac's law. And fourth one is Avogadro's law. These four laws explains the relation between the measurable properties of gases. Okay, now we will see one after other. First one is Boyle's law. This law gives a relation between pressure and volume. So the law is also known as pressure volume relation. Pressure volume relation. Okay. What is the law explains means if you take any gas, if pressure increases, volume of the gas decreases. Otherwise, if the pressure decreases means volume increases. So, here the law gives a relation between pressure and volume, that is pressure of gas is inversely proportional to the volume of the gas at constant temperature and quantity of the gas. Constant temperature and quantity of the gas. Quantity we have measured in the form of a number of moles. So, pressure is inversely related to the volume of a gas. Here, the relation is explained by taking an experiment, that is taking a U-shaped tube, and one limb is a shorter and another one is a longer. The longer one is exposed to the air and the shorter one has a gas. First of all, take a mercury, that means the U-shaped tube is partially filled with mercury. Okay, here if the pressure of atmosphere, in that case only the level of mercury in two levels is equal. Already we seen in a manometer, open end manometer. Okay, here at atmospheric pressure the volume of gas is take a V1. By the addition of a mercury, what happened? The mercury level in the longer limb increases by the addition of mercury. Addition of mercury means increasing the pressure. Increasing the pressure. So due to the increasing the pressure by the addition of mercury, the volume of gas in closed vessel, that means a closed limb, decreases. Take a volume of gas is a V2. Here the pressure is nothing but the pressure of atmosphere plus height, whatever the height of mercury increased here, that mercury creating the pressure. That is the here pressure. What happened here? Only pressure of a gas is equal to the atmospheric pressure. But here the pressure of a gas is pressure of atmosphere plus pressure of a mercury height, whatever it creating the pressure, extra mercury. So here the pressure of atmosphere is less than pressure of atmosphere plus pressure of height of mercury. So here what happened? Here take it is a P2, it is a P1 initial pressure. So here P2 is greater than P1. P2 is greater than P1. So due to the increase in the pressure, what happened? The volume of the gas in a closed vessel decreases. So V1 is less than, V1 is greater than V2. V1 is greater than V2. So due to this, the whatever the Boyle explains, that conclusion, whatever it gives, that is a pressure is a P2 is greater than P1. That means a final pressure is a greater than initial pressure. But taking a volume, considering the volume, initial volume is greater than final volume. So, due to these two relations, the pressure is inversely related to the volume of the gas. Volume of the gas. If we increases the pressure of the gas, means volume of the gas decreases. Volume of the gas decreases. So take a proportionality constant and write down an equation. Pressure is equal to K into 1 by V. 1 by V. Take a V this side equal to left side. So pressure into volume is equal to constant. That means if you take a gas and you should changing the pressures, what happen? Volume also changes. So the resulting, the product of the pressure and volume is always constant. That means P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, that equal to P3 V3 equal to constant. The product of the pressure volume is always constant. If a time to time you are changing the pressure and volume of the gas, the product of the pressure and volume is always constant. Okay. Now see the graphical representation of a Boyle's law. According to the Boyle's, P is equal to K by V. Inversely proportional. Pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. If you draw a graph between pressure versus volume, means take a volume in x-axis and pressure in y-axis. What is the relation between a pressure and volume? If pressure of the gas increases, means volume decreases. Volume decreases. So what happened here? Time to time, if a pressure decreases, means volume increases. That what we said, rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola. This is a graphical representation of pressure and volume of a gas. If draw graph between pressure and 1 by V, inverse of the volume. What happened? Inverse of the volume is directly related. If a pressure increases, 1 by V increases. So, take a volume in x-axis and pressure in y-axis. Not a volume, take a 1 by V, inverse of the volume, reverse of the volume. So, we will observe straight line passing through the origin. And next, draw a graph for PV equal to constant. PV equal to constant. So draw a graph between PV and take a volume or a pressure, anyone. If you draw a graph, you will observe the x-axis take a volume and y-axis take the product of the PV. The PV is always constant if the volume increases or decreases. So we will observe constant line. This is a graphical representation. And next, if we draw graphical representation at a different temperatures. See here, draw graphical representation pressure versus volume at a different temperatures. T1, T2, T3. See here, this is a T1, T2, T3. Here, the relation between a T3, T2 and T1, and that means the order of the temperature is a T3 is greater than, T2 is greater than T1. Okay. And next, here take a here also different temperatures. T3, T2, T1. Here also the T3 is greater than, T2 is greater than T1. This is a graphical representation of a Boyle's law at a different temperatures. And apply the logarithm on both sides. We will get log P equal to log K minus log V. Log P equal to log K minus log V. Otherwise, write like this. Log P equal to minus log V plus log K. Here, the equation is like y equal to mx plus c. Y equal to mx plus c. If the m is a positive, we will see the slope is a positive. If m is a negative, the slope is a negative one. So here, according to this equation, the m is a negative. So if you draw a graph between log P and log V, here we will see the log P in y-axis and log V in x-axis. It is like this. So the slope is a negative. If see the slope is a positive, we will observe like this. If a slope is a negative, we will observe like this. So here, according to the equation, the m is a negative, so the graphical representation of log P and log V is like this. Okay, and this is according to a graphical representation of a Boyle's law. Take a gas or a liquid, the density is a ratio of mass and volume. Mass and volume. In the place of a mass, take a molecular weight of the gas. So here, according to the Boyle's equation, P is equal to K by V. So by using the density, write down a formula for volume. So volume is equal to density, volume is equal to mass by density. So substitute the volume formula in Boyle's equation. So pressure is equal to K by M by D. That is equal to K by M into density. Here K is a constant and M is a molecular weight. That is also a constant for a gas. If we take a particular gas, it has a constant molecular weight. Time to time molecular weight will be changed? No, it cannot change. So both are constants. So take in the place of a two constant, one constant. That means K by M is equal to K dash. So the pressure of gas is equal to K dash into density of the gas. Density of the gas. So what happened now? According to this equation, we will conclude that the pressure of gas is directly related to density of the gas. Pressure of the gas is directly related to density of the gas. Means if a pressure increases, density increases. If the pressure decreases, the density decreases. Take an example. At a sea level, water level, what happened at the surface level? Pressure is a high. So the density of the gas is a high. And next, at a higher altitudes, what happens at the density decreases. The density of gases decreases. So the pressure is a 0.5 atmosphere. But at a sea level, the pressure is a 1 atmosphere. Sea level pressure is a 1 atmosphere. But at higher altitudes, the pressure is a 0.5 atmosphere. Okay, both the pressure and density are directly related. If a pressure increases, density of the gas increases. If the pressure decreases, the density of the gases decreases. This is according to the Boyle's law. And the next one, that is Charles law. Charles law gives a relation between volume and temperature of the gas. Volume and temperature of the gas. See, it gives the relation that is a volume of the gas is directly related to temperature of the gas. Temperature of the gas. So the volume is equal to T proportional to T, V equal to K into T, K into T. And one more thing, Charles explains that the every 1 degree increase in temperature, the volume of the solution is increased 1 by 273 part of a initial volume. Initial volume. Why only taken a 1 by 273 means at minus 273 degree Celsius. In that case, in that point, volume is 0. Volume is 0. And also the temperature in Kelvin scale is 0 Kelvin. The 0 Kelvin temperature is known as absolute temperature. Why it is said absolute temperature means at that temperature the volume of the liquids or gases are 0. So that's why the temperature is known as a absolute temperature. Absolute temperature. So by taking this point, what the Charles explains for increasing every 1 degree Celsius temperature, the volume of the gas is increased 1 by 273 part of a initial volume. Initial volume. Okay, so take up initial volume V naught and initial temperature T naught and the volume at T degree Celsius is a Vt and temperature is a T small t. Here he gave a relation that is a volume at temperature T degree Celsius is equal to V naught plus T by 273 into V naught. So take off V naught common from this equation. You will get Vt is equal to V naught into 1 plus T by 273. Here V naught into 273 plus T by 273. 273 plus temperature means the conversion the degree Celsius into Kelvin is equal to 1 Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273. So means here 273 plus T degree Celsius means the temperature is converted into Kelvin. So here 273 plus T is equal to temperature at T. Temperature at T. And take a 273 is a initial temperature. So what happened? Volumetric T temperature is a V naught into temperature at T by and temperature of initial. So here Vt by Tt is equal to V naught by T naught. V naught by T naught. That means they are both directly related to each other. Volume is directly related to temperature. Okay, so if temperature increases, volume of the gas increases. Volume of the gas increases where at constant pressure and quantity of the gas means a number of moles. Number of moles at constant pressure and number of moles. Volume of the gas is directly related to temperature of the gas. So according to the Charles, volume is equal to K into T. K into T. Take on temperature left side of equal. So V by T equal to K. That means the division of the volume and temperature of gas is always constant. Is always constant. So V1 by T1 equal to V2 by T2. That equal to V3 by T3. That is always constant. If changing the volume, temperature is also changed. So, due to changing both the factors, the division of both the factors is always constant. Is always constant. And next, apply the logarithm on both sides for the equation 1. That shows log V is equal to log T plus log K. The equation is like y equal to mx plus c. Here m is a positive. So we will observe a graph like this. We will observe a graph like this. So now we will see the graphical representation for the Charles graph. See the first one. That is a graphical representation for the volume and temperature. Volume and temperature. See here the temperature is taken from the minus 273 degree Celsius. Y means the absolute temperature 0 Kelvin. From that temperature onwards, if the temperature increasing, volume increases. Volume increases. So here take a temperature in x-axis and volume in y-axis. We will observe a graph like this. The temperature increasing, volume of the gas increases. Okay. Here the temperature we are observed, we are seeing in a negative values also in degree Celsius. Okay. This is a graphical representation of volume and temperature. And now we see the volume and temperature, graphical representation of volume and temperature at different pressures. At different pressures. constant. What happened? This is a V1, this is a V2, these are V3. All of you know, according to the Boyle's law, the relation between pressure and volume. If a volume is high means pressure is low. Volume is low means pressure is high. So P3 is greater than, P2 is greater than P1. Okay, the graphical representation of Charles' law at different pressures. Now, graphical representation for V by T and temperature. Here, the graphical representation is like this: temperature in x-axis and V by T values in y-axis. V by T is a constant. If temperature increasing or decreasing, we will observe a graph like this. And next, graphical representation for log B and log T. Here, slope is a positive. The graphical representation for this is, take the x-axis log T and y-axis log V. We will see a graph like this. This is a graphical representation of a Charles' law.